What's up everybody? It's your boy Tanner Wyman of Barbarian Body, and today I've got for you my personal shoulder routine for building up those boulders. Check it out. Alright, so we're starting it off here with my warm-up, and this is extremely important, especially because your shoulders are very, very easy to injure if you're not being entirely precise and you're not using the proper form at all times. I know because I myself have faced a lot of shoulder injuries. So what you're able to see me doing here is just beginning with some light arm circles. Now this arm circle rotation is just to begin getting the fluids moving in my body, get that mind muscle connection in the shoulders, and just get them warmed up. And here you see me getting into my internal and external rotations so that I can also begin to start to develop more of my warm-up for specifically my rotator cuff, because that's going to be a very important and key aspect of my body that I'm going to need in order to complete this shoulder workout to my satisfaction. Now what we're doing here is we're starting off with the biggest and baddest lift. This is the lift that we're going to be doing a lot of overloading with, meaning we're going to be lifting a lot of weight. The exercise that we're getting into here is called the military press. All you need is a straight bar, barbell preferably, and we're pressing it above our head. One thing to always be focused on is that your wrist is always above your elbow. So when you're grabbing the bar and it's at about this point here, you want to make sure that that wrist is always over the elbow. And you also want to make sure that your back is never arching back too far. You're going to be inclined to get injuries, and also you're going to be involving muscles outside of just your shoulders. Your chest, for example, is going to be heavily involved if you find yourself tilted in this direction. So the method that you want to use to make sure that you're never arching that back too far is to engage your core, bring it down, straighten that torso, and lift that weight. Now, this is a great exercise, and typically I'm running through this for about 3 to 4 sets of about 5 repetitions. So for our next exercise, we're going to be hitting our anterior head, which is the front head of our delts. What we're doing here is a plate front raise. So the grip that I need you to make sure that you're always engaged in is the thumbs up grip. This is going to ensure that you're hitting the anterior head. And what I'm doing with this weight is I'm lifting it to about head level, bringing it back down, and then firing it right back up, making sure to never be swinging my body. I'm always engaging my shoulders to lift the weight. And for that exercise, I'm hitting between 3 and 4 sets for about 10 to 12 repetitions. All right, next we get the lateral cable flies. So what I've done is I've loaded the pulley down to the very, very bottom. I've added a little hand grip, and I've loaded not too much weight on this. You won't need it. Your shoulders will be fatigued by a very little amount of weight. Now, I'm standing completely parallel to the bar, and I'm lifting that weight to the outside of my arm. So we're stretching that arm out, focusing on hitting the lateral head of our shoulder and controlling the weight, getting it up to just above parallel from the ground, and then slowly resisting the weight as it comes back down. And for this exercise, again, you're gonna wanna hit about 3 sets for between 10 and 12 repetitions. For the final head of our tricep, we gotta hit our posterior delt. We've hit anterior, we've hit the lateral, now it's time to hit the rear or posterior delt. So what I've got for this is I'm using my donkey balls here. You're gonna load the pulley at about the level of your clavicle or your collarbone. And you're gonna grab the donkey balls with a thumbs up grip, step out from it, engage the weight so that it's lifted up off of the machine. And you're gonna be pulling that weight back towards your head and engaging in that double bicep pose, which is as such. So when you're lifting that weight, you're focusing on using those rear delts or that posterior deltoid, and then positioning yourself into the double bicep pose. And this is an awesome way to target both your posterior delts and the traps, which we're just about to get into now. For our finishing exercise here now, we've got the good old shrug. However, we're doing it a much better way that's gonna actually target our traps. What you're gonna notice me doing here is I'm not only just bringing them up and down, but I'm also squeezing my shoulder blades all the way back. And this exercise is an awesome way to target those traps and build them up nice and high. And there you guys go. That's my personal shoulder routine that I've been using for years to build up my shoulders as quickly and as effectively as I possibly can. If you like this video, be sure to give it a like down below, and also be sure to subscribe for weekly home workout videos, workout tips, nutrition tips, you name it, I got it for you. Anyways guys, thanks for joining me. I'll see you in the next video.